everyone. Are you looking for your beautiful dream starter home in a small town that has good vibes, that's family friendly, close to highways, great schools? You don't want to miss this video. I'm Ann Hill. I'm with eXp Realty. I'm specializing in helping clients transition into their new beginning. And I am here with Leslie today. She is representative for Churchill in Anna, Texas, talking to Beezer Homes today. Leslie, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today and just share all about Churchill and Beezer Homes. I really appreciate your time and talking to me today.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm excited to be here.
So Leslie, maybe let's start with kind of giving people an overview of Beezer Homes as a company. For those that have never heard of Beezer, tell us a little bit about your company's history and what's proprietary in terms of what you guys are doing in the building realm.
Well, Beezer's been around for a long time. I know we don't have sometimes the biggest presence as some of the national builders, but we are a national builder. We've been around since the 1600s. We actually started in London, England. Mr. Beezer built very quality, high-end homes. He wanted to share that, so he branched out. And in the 90s, we opened the Atlanta office, Atlanta division, and we started growing from there. So we kind of grew from Atlanta, and we're in Dallas markets, we're in North Carolina, we're in so many markets nationally. So we are really becoming very big right now and growing.
Nice. Okay, great. So you guys have national recognition, it sounds like. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference that Beezer's making for their customers? What's proprietary to your company? What are the things that stand out amidst your competition?
Beezer is a very different builder. They build very high quality. They are into they're surpassing Energy Star certifications. So they're into what they call a zero energy ready home. It's not gonna be what's in front of the walls. It's gonna be what's behind your walls. And that's what matters most when you're buying your home. So we're going to use things like 2x6s instead of 2x4s in our framing. We're going to use spray foam insulation in your walls and in your ceiling, which is phenomenally better than rolled insulation. We are also going to give you an electric vehicle outlet in your garage. We plumb for solar on your roof. So we actually even have plans in the future to be doing some solar for our clients.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so they are very, very energy conscious. Your AIRS ratings are going to be super, super good.
I know this may sound weird, Leslie, but it's something different that I've noticed about walking into your home. I don't know if you guys are doing something to help the air quality in the home, but it just feels clean. The air feels clean. So can you kind of maybe speak to that?
That's a good question. Actually, we do. So we actually use, and I think we're the only builder I've seen that does that. We use an air filtration system in the house. So it's a Brown air filter system. So the air that comes into your house breathes just like any living thing. Your house will breathe. We make it very airtight, kind of like I consider it like living in a Yeti cooler.
Okay.
So you're super energy efficient, super airtight, but we also want to help your house breathe. So we bring in that air filtration system to clean the air, to make it healthier for you and your family. Somebody who has allergies or asthma or something like that does better in a Beezer home. I've noticed my allergies are better here.
And that was not rehearsed by any means.
No.
I was going to ask you that question, but it's just, I can feel and tell the difference when I walk your home. So
you can. Most people say that. Is there's something different about this? What's different?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that as I'm talking to my clients and we're kind of weighing out options, because a lot of times buyers will come to me and they'll think that they want to buy a pre-owned, and we talk about the difference between some home that's 10 years old or 20 years old in comparison to a brand new home that's more energy efficient, because we have better technology today than we did 20 years ago. That the pricing might be slightly higher, but you're going to get that energy efficiency. So sometimes the difference between what buyers might spend on their mortgage payment or what they think they might save, they're actually making it up in the amount of money that they're spending on their utilities because they have that older technology. But it sounds like, what you guys have done as a company, you've really honed in on capitalizing energy efficiency. So a buyer is going to have relatively low energy bills, which is amazing. Everybody's looking for a savings in today's world.
Yes, it's amazing. Yeah, that is very true. So you'll notice a big difference in your energy costs when you get your bill monthly. It's a really nice feeling because you do, like you said, you may spend a little more on the home, but you're going to save a lot more. We are kind of surpassing every builder I've seen. I think it's going to take builders quite a long time to catch up with us. So the normal everyday builders, so they're going to take quite a bit of time to catch up with us.
Wow. I know you guys have been out here in Churchill for how long now?
About a year and a half.
Okay. All right. Tell us about the community. And I asked a question about the name of Churchill. Can you give us a little bit of history? Why is the community named Churchill?
Churchill is actually horse racing. It's all to do, a lot of the names of the streets and the names of things in here will be named after horses or horse racing or some type of horsing. That was very important to the developer in Churchill.
Nice.
So, yeah, to give it a good name. It's kind of a country feel, very quiet. Churchill is a beautiful community. I call it a diamond in the rough because it's kind of off the beaten path, being right off 75, but your convenience of being 7 minutes to 75, 14 minutes to Walmart. You can get to the Melissa HEB, which is the new hot spot to be in this corridor in about 20, 25 minutes. So it just depends on traffic getting into HEB. They're keeping part of the area right by the amenity center very natural. So they're keeping that because there is a floodplain in there. There is also a good opportunity to just be around nature. Lots of birds, lots of little animals. So it's a beautiful little area to be in. Yeah, very quiet.
I can attest to that. The look and the feel, it feels very naturally preserved. It feels small, quaint, very quiet, not too close to the highway, which is nice because you don't have that highway noise or that highway traffic, but still easy access. You know, they have a commute where they have to hop on 75 to get to and from work. So
you've got about 3 different options of how to get on 75 from here. So it takes me 7 minutes to get to 75. 75 corridor in Anna is growing. So there are some growing pains, but once it's all finished, it's going to be like 5 minutes from 75.
Nice.
It's going to be really nice. And you're going to have options. If one area is backed up a little bit with traffic, you have 2 other options to go for. That's what
I love that. That is so important. Not for people not wanting to get stuck. I've been in those communities. I won't make mention of which ones up north, but you know, you've got one way in and one way out, and just traffic is horrendous. So that's not the case, and it sounds like they've got a plan to work on the infrastructure to make the commutes for their homeowners easy out here.
But Churchill is just kind of that little kind of small town neighborhood feel. Neighbors are very friendly with each other. We just did a pool party opening. All the neighbors came out and visited with each other. People got to know each other. It was a really good experience for us and a good experience for our neighbors. They actually are asking for us to do more of them. So Churchill may be one of those communities where we start to do like a back to school party.
That's so nice and so important in my opinion. You know, it's nice to have privacy and kind of be secluded when you want to, but then if there's events going on and you want to get to know your neighbors, having that opportunity to be social and get the family together, get the kids knowing each other. So it's nice to have those opportunities and parties and such like that. So
it's important.
Amazing.
It makes Churchill Churchill.
Now, there's something else unique and special that I know about Churchill, which is Churchill is in Anna, Texas proper. But you guys are zoned for Van Alstyne.
We are.
Talk to us about, you know, some of the things that people are moving in this area because they want that Van Alstyne ISD.
They do. So Van Alstyne is actually one of the most prestigious ISDs on the 75 corridor right now. We are surpassing Anna, Melissa. So we have a lot of people, young families looking, and they have children that maybe are getting school aged. So they're looking for a better educational system for their children. And Van Alstyne offers amazing schooling. Just the prestige of it, the high school ratings that we have actually are going to have upcoming in 2028 school year. We will have a elementary school on site.
Okay.
So that'll be really nice for a lot of parents are super excited about that.
That is very exciting. Absolutely. So maybe talk to us. I know you mentioned the school that's coming down the pipeline in 28. How big is the community going to be after all the development?
So we haven't seen final plans for it yet. We still have a phase coming in that will come in, and let's just say Beezer has a phase coming in behind the school.
Okay.
That will be ours. History Maker still has another area. So there's a lot of growth coming out here. I don't think it's going to be like a massive community master plan where it's just huge and overwhelming. I think it's going to be just a nice size. It's going to be just welcoming to all people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know roughly about how many homeowners are currently in the community to date?
I would say, what do we have? Probably maybe 100.
Okay, yes.
Between everybody in the community, I would say, yeah. So we've sold quite a few homes. We're selling a lot more right now because of the schools.
Yes.
And because of, you're still in Anna, but you're in Van Alstyne ISD, so people really like that.
Yes,
so
I can definitely attest to that. You know, I'm investing in Van Alstyne myself personally, and one of the contributing factors to making that decision is because of the highly acclaimed school district. So I think the ratio, as I understand it right now, is 1 to 21. Some of these bigger districts, they may be highly acclaimed, but you know, they're not able to accommodate all the students and their special needs because the classroom size is so large. So that, and I understand that there's opportunity for growth in that space, but we're very hopeful and optimistic about the school district and everything that we understand it is today. So
I actually have a homeowner that has a special needs son that moved here to working in Oklahoma, but out of everywhere he chose Van Alstyne because of the school district, because of what it offered his special needs son, because of the special attention he would get.
I love that.
And so that was a huge factor for him.
I love that.
Yeah, that's really awesome. It's hard to find nowadays. It's hard to find somebody that will cater to a special needs child. Coming from having a special needs child, I understand parents' frustration in the school district.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that they try to cater to all different needs. So that's amazing.
Yeah, and they're growing, so there's lots of growth going in here. So there's lots of fun stuff happening. You're still, like I said, at Anna, and Anna does some fun stuff. But you're also in Van Alstyne, so you get to do the best of both worlds with the best of both small towns and little things that they do, festivals or outings they do that are super fun.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. So one of the things I noted about Anna, Texas to date, population-wise, you guys are sitting about 32,000 people approximately. In the next 5 years, they're projecting Anna to grow about 35%. So the population should land somewhere about 45,000 in 2030. Can you speak to, some of the things that are coming down the pipeline that would impact these homeowners that are looking specifically in this area to purchase a home?
So, the interesting thing that was just announced, and I haven't read all about it, but is that Anna has just invested $10 million in their downtown to grow their downtown. Their downtown is a cute little area. There's some cute little, there's a brewery that's down here. There's some fun stuff going on, but the $10 million they're going to invest in growing Anna will just kind of grow that area, more restaurants, more shops, more things for people to do. Anna's very big into parks as well.
Okay.
So there's lots of really cool parks within 5-minute drive of Churchill. So there's 2 parks, one down right by Anna ISD corporate executive offices. It's right behind there. There's a skate park, there's tennis, pickleball, basketball, a little play park, a little water park.
Wow.
So it's super cute.
Family.
Yeah, I see a lot of people just kind of enjoying the whole area because there's something for everybody to do. A lot of people picnic.
Okay.
Go with the kids up to the little water park thing and play in the water, and then they picnic during the day. There's picnic places, and they'll sit out and eat a sandwich and just have family time. It's nice to see nowadays.
Yes.
It's hard to come by family time nowadays with different things. Everything costs, but this is something you can do. It's no cost to you.
Right. Well, it sounds like to me, with everything you're saying, now is a great time to be investing in Anna.
Yes.
But again, with that sweet spot of having the Van Alstyne ISD.
Yeah. So the growth at Anna is, you're right, is projected to grow about 30%, I think it is. Correct. So the growth in Anna right now is going to be phenomenal. What's going to happen is, as I see what happened, I live in Salina.
Okay.
And I moved to Salina when Salina was nobody knew who Salina, what Salina was.
Right.
I see Anna and Van Alstyne doing the same thing that Salina did. Salina's now very expensive to move to.
Yes.
So we're like the fifth, whatever, largest growing city,
Yes.
small town. So I see Anna doing that. So if you can get in right now on the ground floor before prices start to shoot up, because once everybody starts to figure it out, prices are going to start to escalate and go up. So, and especially with the market being what it is, I see interest rates starting to fall a little bit, prices going up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I've been encouraging all of my clients that have been on the fence, and I know I say this a lot, new construction is the way to go right now if you're looking to buy a home. Leslie, maybe that's a good segue into what Beezer's doing to help these buyers get into housing right now, especially those that are concerned about affordability. So you guys have a giant sign right in front of your model home that says a 4.99 interest rate. So can you maybe speak to us about that?
Yeah, so Beezer's offering, since we know it's tough for people right now with the market being what it is and interest rates being a little higher, they haven't come down quite yet. So what we're doing is Beezer's taking a chunk of money and helping you and buying your rate down. So for an FHA buyer, or VA, it's 4.99. That's a 30-year fixed rate. And usually we're giving them around up to about $10,000 in closing costs.
Awesome.
And that's on our quick move-in homes. We even have a conventional rate, which usually doesn't happen, but we do have a conventional rate of 5.5 fixed rate. So
that's amazing.
So those are really great. That will save you quite a bit of money if you do, interest rate was 7.2 or 6.8. If you do that in comparison to what you would pay market rate and what you're going to save with Beezer, it does make a huge difference. It's more affordability. You can afford a little nicer home or if you want to go up to the next level, you can do that comfortably, knowing that you can make your mortgage payment and we don't want you to be house poor.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I love that you guys are doing that because you're helping people right now that, they're looking to transition or they're moving in the area and they don't want to rent, they want to buy. So it sounds like they've got a lot more opportunity if they, came in your direction with all the incentives and promotions that you're running right now. Yeah. Now, we talked a lot about Churchill, your community, amenities, benefits of the area, why people would want to invest in Anna right now. Talk to us about options for Beezer homes. You have inventory that you're selling. If someone wants to walk through the door and decide that they want to build a home, is that an option?
Oh yes, that is actually, Beezer was never set out to be a what we call a spec builder or an inventory builder. We always wanted to be a builder that you could come in and build and get exactly what you want. So if somebody walks through the door and they say, I want this plan on this lot, we can do that for them. We offer some discounts. We can't usually buy down the rate because it's just too far forward.
Far out, right.
So, but what we usually do is offer a closing cost incentive, like a $10,000 or $15,000 in closing costs, or we'll offer like 50% off of upgrades, structural and design. Okay. So let's say I say you're going to get 50% off up to $30,000 worth of upgrades. So that helps you get exactly what you want in your home without going over your budget.
Right.
So, yeah.
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. Makes total sense. So for those that want to go down the path of building, are you sending them to a design center or do they select their options in-house? How does that work?
No, you actually get to go to a design center. I know everybody's kind of moving away from design centers, but Beezer believes in having personal choices instead of just A, B, or C, or D. We believe in letting you go in and choose. Maybe you want a higher level countertop and, tile floors, so you get a choice of what you want. Maybe you want painted cabinets and you want to fix up your kitchen, but the rest of the house, you're just going to do standard. So you have options. You don't have to feel like you have to upgrade the whole house, or you don't have to feel like you have to pick upgrades. You can always do standards.
Right.
So some of those are giving you options. Beezer's very into choices.
And I think most people appreciate having the opportunity to have options. Some buyers, that I work with, they want to go right in. They don't want to deal with the design process and they're looking to move quickly. So they're going to kind of gravitate towards something that's already built that you guys have on the ground. But then there's others that want what they want. If they're going to spend the money, they want to be able to choose what they're going to get in their house. So I love that you guys have the options and you actually send your buyers to a design center. So Leslie, I know that you guys have 1 and 2 story floor plans. Out of all of your, array of options that a buyer would have to choose from, which floor plans are you seeing buyers gravitate towards on your 1 stories and your 2 stories, and why?
1 stories, I think the biggest, we have 2 different products. We have a 40 and a 50-foot product.
Okay.
So in our 40-foot product, I would say the 1 story that just beats everything is my Primrose.
Okay.
And the reason for that is it has a lot of really pretty natural light, big windows, and it has a beautiful kitchen. So the kitchen has this humongous peninsula that sticks out. If you like to cook or you bake or you have kids, you can set them all up at the peninsula and still have room in your kitchen to work. So it's also got an island in it. It's just a beautiful kitchen. So people just love the entry and the kitchen. That's the biggest thing, I think, for that home. In my 50-foot product, I would say we kind of gravitate. If you're asking about a 1 story, I would say my Teton. My Teton offers 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, offers a little bigger bedroom selection, so the bedrooms are a little larger. There is also a 4th bedroom that's kind of off by itself, so people like that either for an office or for gym or something for a parent, something like that. And then it has a really nice open area where you can kind of family room, everybody kind of gather at.
Okay.
So I would say that is probably my most popular 1 story, 50-foot product. And then my most popular 2 story in my 40-foot would be my Sage right now.
Okay.
My Sage is the biggest home we actually build in this community. It's over 3,000 square feet. You have a 5-bedroom option with a 4th bath. So you can have 2 bedrooms downstairs, which is really important to a lot of my families, especially because they're blending and maybe parents are moving in and staying with family and they can't go up and down the stairs.
Right.
So, and then upstairs for the kids and even for the adults, it has a beautiful media room, game room, and then the nice sized bedrooms.
Okay.
So you've got 3 nice sized bedrooms up there. 1 has its own bathroom, so it's an ensuite. And then last would be my Rainier. My Rainier is 2,800 square feet. It can be a 5-bedroom option. Still getting that family, can have parents that come stay for long periods of time downstairs with them. And then it just has a really great kitchen and family area. Beezer does that nobody else does that I've ever seen is on some of our 2 stories, we offer what we call pet space.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're going to see that probably, but the pet spaces are super popular. And believe it or not, it was one of our buyers that came up that asked if we could do it. And we looked at it, we said, why not? Leave it out.
So you literally have space for the entire family,
We do.
including the
Yeah,
pets.
because
Wow.
pets are part of your family. So yes, of course.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
No, that's incredible. Last but not least, talk to us about your starting price point.
Starting price point out here is going to be my Daisy plan. It's going to be $299,990.
Okay.
So you're right under 300. I have a few of them in inventory right now that have some great upgrades that are offering that lower price. So you kind of lock in. But if you wanted to lock in a small home, that's a great plan.
Great
And you
price.
can add some, great price point, and it's just a beautiful plan. So very open.
And then what do you range or scale up to?
So we
start in the low 300s or
$299, yep, $299 up to, I would say we're about $430.
Okay.
So that would be our Rainier. By the time you're finished out, you'd probably be, around getting elevation upgrades, probably around $425, $430.
And that's almost 3,000 square
That is,
feet.
uh-huh.
So that's very, very
Sage.
challenging to find.
It is hard to find, especially that Sage with that media room and the upstairs of that Sage is just amazing.
Right.
So that's what people usually buy it for. Is the upstairs. It's just great. It's a great area. You could use it for living space, really. And then keep the downstairs for parents or something. So
Right. Now, last question, and just to give a little bit more context, I know you mentioned 40s versus 50s. For someone that's new to the buying space, I want to give a little bit more information so people understand what that is. It sounds like you've got options for people that want low maintenance with their yard space. So for someone that doesn't want a huge backyard, they don't want to, pay money for someone to come out and mow their lawn. They just want maybe the robot,
the little robot. Yeah, the robot. Yeah, they have robots and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. They could maybe choose one of your 40s lots. That's going to give them that. They'll still have space for the pets and for the kids, but it's just going to be a smaller lot. So your plan is going to be a lot more.
It's going to be more narrow.
Narrow.
So more narrow. So yep, serious. It's a lot of some of my people are not looking for a big yard.
Right.
They have a dog or they have 2 kids and they're going to play outside, but they don't want a big yard because they don't want to take care of it.
Right.
So yes, that is a good option on that 40-foot product.
Right, right. And then you've got your wider floor plans too, but still, as you mentioned, very affordable because you can get your Rainier, go up to 5 bedrooms and still have plenty of space for everyone and stay well under $500,000.
Oh, yes.
Even after upgrades.
Even after upgrades, I have nobody that's built in here a Rainier that's gone over 500.
That's incredible.
So, yeah.
That's incredible. So you've got family-friendly community, small town feel, easy access to highways, abundance of entertainment, very close to McKinney, very close to highways and getting you that easy commute back and forth to and from work, great schools. What did we miss, Leslie?
I think we got about everything. It's just, you got to come out and feel Churchill. Churchill, got to feel. We had, like when we had the pool party, we had some potential clients came out and they just loved the feel of the community.
Yes.
And it sold them on, they're actually building a house.
Okay.
So yeah, so they're one of my builds. So I do get them every once in a while. I do enjoy doing a build job because it's a little more, I get to spend a little more time with my customer and get to know them a little better.
Right.
And that's important for me. So is always communicating with the client and knowing that we're on their side and we're going to help them.
And for the clients that decided to build, what are they looking at time frame from start to finish?
So 8 months.
Okay.
So my builder's coming in around, I would say 7. So he's really, I have a senior builder out here. He's been doing this for a long time. He's very, very good at what he does.
Okay.
His name is Jason. He's amazing and he takes very, very good care of his homes. So he treats everything like you said, he's not for building it for my family, but building it for my mom.
Oh, I love that.
So yes.
Yes.
So he does. He takes great care in everything he does. So
The builder is so important.
it is majorly important for people that are new to this. Your builder is a very important piece of your building your house. So if you need a good builder, then everything goes smoothly. We try to make it as stress-free and as pleasant and as possible. That's our job.
So Leslie, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate you sharing all about Beazer, all about Churchill. Lots of fun being able to learn personally things that I didn't even know before I walked in the door today, so I can share with my potential clients as opportunities arise. Yeah, you guys, you'd love Churchill, you'd love working with Leslie. Beautiful options you have with Beazer Homes. Give me a call today if anything said in this video piqued your interest. I'd love to share more with you. Let's set up a time to come out and visit together. We can meet Leslie in person and just, spend the day looking at floor plans. Click the link below to subscribe, and I appreciate you and thank you for watching.